Is the COVID-19 a big change for our children, or is it a big change to us? And what does it have to do with children books, and why is it important? So, my name is Refaely, and I'm a storyteller for children, young children, 2 to 6. Even nowadays, I do storytelling through Zoom. And I also help parents connect and bond with their children through reading books aloud. So I want to say that children are used to changes all the time. From the moment they are born, there are so many changes in their life. It's so hard for them to grasp everything they see. So they are all the time constantly trying to understand the reality through maybe putting first names to things, and so many things are new to children. So when we experience this big change of COVID-19 and quarantine and everything that comes, which for us is a big change, let's not forget that for children, it's not such a big change. It can be something that is attached to all the other big changes they have. Think about it that when you read a book to your children, there are a lot of words that they don't understand, and they day by day try to get this word and understand that word, and it takes them time to understand all the new words. But they are used to it. They are used to not knowing everything. They are used to experience the reality in a way that they don't understand everything, and there are gaps and words that they don't understand and a lot of things. So the reality is the same. They are used to things that change. They don't know that now we are at home because of COVID-19 and not because it's some kind of family reunion or a family vacation. And that's why a lot of children kind of like what is happening and that they are at home. What they maybe not understand is, why are we looking so desperate or so angry, or what is happening to us? So they are used to changing, and now is another change. And what I think as parents we should do to children and to ourselves is actually work on how to expect change. Because change is something that if you bring tools to your children, how to receive changes in life, it's amazing, right? Because we will need it, because we see now that grown-ups who can deal with this change better succeed better, because they know how to deal with this big change. So one of the things that I think as parents it's great to bring to our children is tools to deal with change. And what great opportunity is to do it through books, reading books. And there are a lot of books about change. So we know the books that talk about a new brother in the family, or a new daughter, or moving to another house, or parents separating. I mean, there is a topic of changes in so many children books and in all the topics in the world. So all you have to do is pick any book about change, and if you read it, just reading about a story about other people who perceive change and how they do it, this is teaching your children to deal with change. So how do they deal? How do books show us how to deal with change? Well, first of all, if we think about change, then change is first of all an emotion that we have. We expected something and we get something else. So the gap between what we expected and the change this is one of the emotions, and maybe another emotion is the fear from the change. Maybe the change is not so terrible, but the fear of the change. And maybe it's after the change, it's adjusting. So these are all different kinds of emotions. And the more books you read to your children about all those different kinds of emotions, about being afraid before and adjusting after, and preparation and worrying and all those, when you read those books, you do a couple of things. First of all, the books help us give a name to this feeling. Say it what it is this feeling. Second of all, because the child sees a situation, it doesn't happen to him, it's happening in the book. So when you see another situation, you can perceive it, this situation, this change that you are reading about, in a much more neutral way. It's not happening to you, it's happening to someone else. So you can judge and you can look at it and you can examine it from a way that is much more cleaner and safer. So that's why a lot of times it's better to read about things, and then when it happens to you, you already have those names and these situations and you thought about it, you had a process about it already. So that's what emotional intelligence is, and that's what books bring us. When you read a lot of different kind of books to your children, that's what they receive, a lot of emotional intelligence, because they have perceived a lot of situations, they've seen so many things, they gave names to so many different kinds of emotions, and that's the big present, the big tool that you bring your children when you do it. So, if you want your children to have tools to deal with changes, with emotions, if you want tools to deal with changes and emotions, read books, give it a name, think about it, see that it's not terrible. And remember, maybe it's not such a big change to our children, it's only a big change to us. So, I would love to know what you think about it, if you agree. And second of all, I released a freebie, it's in this page, and it's a beautiful PDF that shows you what are the 10 principles of good children's books. And it shows you the principle, it gives you examples, and it's very beautiful because it's full of pictures of children's books, very good children's books. And at the end, you can just print the one page with the books that I recommended and with the 10 principles. And I think it's a great resources to know what a good book is. So just go to this page and you will see the first post up, and I will also attach a link to this post, and you can download this freebie. And please, if you like it, share this Facebook Live and send me a response, tell me anything, because you know my garden looks kind of terrible because of COVID-19, because I just don't have the time to deal with it, and that's another change. So bye, hope you liked it.